And here's something to cheer you up amid the COVID-19 pandemic. There could be no better news. The Limpopo School principal has been named the winner of the 2020 African Union Continental Teacher Prize. Livhalani Sinyosi from Dzata Secondary School in the Vhembe District has been recognized for demonstrating quality teaching, helping learners to achieve long-term career goals and encouraging good behavior. She has been in the education sector for 25 years. And she now joins us via Zoom. I was saying now, as we were testing, do we call you ma'am? Do we call you principal? What do we call you? Good morning.
No, you just decide.
Okay, I think for the
either ma'am or the principal is fine.
I think for the purposes of this interview, me being the student and you being the teacher, I'll call you ma'am. Good morning, ma'am, and welcome to the agenda. How are you feeling this morning after having achieved this recognition?
No, I'm overwhelmed. I am humbled by this achievement. I'm humbled.
What does it mean for you?
For me, it means hardworking, showing me that if we work hard, really we will reach the goal. And it encourages me to continue to work very hard, to be committed.
Yeah.
And it shows me that really teamwork does work.
Why do you attribute it to...
That is what it means to me.
Why do you attribute it to teamwork as well?
Because I cannot achieve this if I'm working alone. But I achieved this because I was working with my teachers, my staff, with the SGB, the circuit manager, the district director, of course, Limpopo province and national. This is the reason why today they are saying I am the winner. Of course, there are people who are supporting me, who are praying for me.
And carrying this title and the value of the prize, can you just touch a bit on that for us? Like
on the prize, the percentage, some of the percentage, I'm going to buy the uniform for my learners. I am a principal in a school wherein many learners are from poor communities and from child-headed families. And some can't even afford to buy uniform. And many of them don't even have food to eat at home. Then what I can, I will buy uniform. And I think let me use this opportunity and invite all who are interested to come and donate to the school. Can you please donate food to the poor learners, uniform? We are talking about the school, Dzata Secondary School, which is having 1,989 learners. But we don't have laboratory. We don't have library. We don't have a hall. Then it's not the department only that can do that, but there are private sectors that can donate. And one of the things that can make me happy if there are private sectors, the people who can donate those things to the school, that will be my joy. Because if we just say the department will do this and that, they are very busy sometimes. Their hands are full. But we must have donors who are interested in education. Because this award is not for Dzata Secondary School. It's for all those who are interested in education. And those who are interested in education, can you please help us? As a school, we do incubate learners. We sleep at school with learners. We don't even have mattresses. Can you please donate that? Some are donating food, and we want others more to donate those things. This will make me happy as the winner of this award.
Okay, ma'am, you just mentioned now that sometimes you have to sleep at school with the learners. Can you just explain exactly what that means? Why is it that the teachers would have to sleep at school? Why is it that the learners would have to sleep at school?
Now we have a challenge. Most of our learners are very poor. And as the principal, I realized that most of them can't even afford to buy electricity. And where they stay, they're not comfortable. They can't study well. Then we decided as the school that we must incubate them. We do this during exams. Even myself as the principal, I sleep at school with those learners and the teachers. We make it a point that we are monitoring them when they are studying. And this makes us to achieve the best results. From 2013, I was the principal of Dzata Secondary School up to date. We have never achieved below 85%.
Wow.
The best learner in the province in 2018 in economics was from Dzata Secondary School. These are the results of incubation. Myself as the principal, I make it a point that I have face-to-face meetings with my learners. And we make it a point that as a school, we profile these learners. And the educators are doing this, and we make it a point that we have studies, making it a point that we are monitoring these learners. This is helping a lot. This is helping a lot. This is the reason why our results are the best.
Well, it's quite incredible what you guys are doing there at the school. And as you mentioned now, having started being the principal and just thinking about being in the teaching industry for at least 25 years, just touch a bit for us on some of those challenges that you face. I know that you've touched on this particular one when it comes to the incubation of the learners, including the lack of resources that you have at the school.
Before I go to the challenges, let me say I'm very much happy. As I'm speaking now, at Dzata Secondary School, we have books for 2021. The department has already delivered the books, even the textbooks. Though if we will have a shortage, we'll make it a point that we tell them on time. But regardless of the books that have been delivered, as a school, we don't have a library. We don't have a hall. We don't have a science lab. It's very much difficult because our learners, some of them are doing mathematics and science. This is the reason why I said we cannot wait for the government always. We do have private sectors. We do have people who are very rich. Sometimes you feel like crying when you find that a person is buying a car which is worth millions, boasting that I have a car which is 10 million. There is nothing wrong with that. But can you please take 1 million only, less than 1 million or 100,000, and donate to the poor learners so that you buy them uniform or something? People are boasting, I have 20 houses. Can you please sell one house and buy something for the poor child so that the child at least can prepare himself or herself for future? This is my concern, that we do have challenges in all the schools, but there are people who are very rich. Can you do something? We cannot wait for the government always, but can't you do something? This is my wish. This is my plea. Please do something. Those who can donate, businesses, companies, please donate to schools. We are ready to work. We are ready to work. You donate things, we will work, and you'll be proud like this. The reason why today we are proud, there were business people who were donating food to Dzata Secondary School so that we must sleep at school and give our learners. And we need more donations. Yeah. We are ready to work. And there are a lot of challenges. There are a lot of challenges. I cannot mention all of them. But if we have people who can help us, that will help.
Would you then say that what you've outlined now are part of the challenges that the South African education system is facing? And what else is it that you can add on that list?
Come again?
I'm saying, would you say that what you've highlighted now is part of what the South African education system is facing as a whole? And we know, of course, there's a different quintile system that is being used. But when we specifically focus on schools like yourself, like Dzata Secondary School, the challenges that you are facing there, what would you say are some of the issues with the South African education system as a whole?
For me, the education system of South Africa is very good. This is the reason why the whole of Africa today is saying South Africa is the best. Of course, if they are saying Sinyosi Livhalani Bridget is the winner, they are saying the system of South Africa is the best. And I am also saying the system of South Africa is the best. Only that they have a lot of things to do. And this is the reason why today I'm saying there are people who can help the department. But the truth is we are doing great and they are doing great. This is what I can say. I'm happy about the education system of South Africa and I'm very proud.
Sure. Do you think...
The reason why I won, I explained everything that is happening in our education system and they were happy. They were impressed by what we are doing and by what the Department of Education is doing. And I'm saying, I salute you, South Africa.
Do you think that your PhD, the PhD that you're pursuing, could answer some of the questions that we have in relation to how do we even make the South African education system, which you say is the best on the continent, how do we even make it better and more fulfilling to all pupils who go through the system, irrespective of the quintile?
It will. My topic is experiences of female principals who are leading in the rural secondary school. Then that PhD, I realized that the problem with the people have is the attitude. Wherein the people think that female principals cannot lead in secondary schools. Then, after everything, after my research, whatever the model that I'm going to come up with, I have already the model, but I don't want to talk about it now because I've already submitted it in the examination. Then that model will help a lot to change the perceptions of people. The reason why people don't support the female principal or female leaders in particular is because they have negative attitudes towards female principals. Then their perception must be changed, and the model will contribute a lot.
Yeah, I like that you've broadened it.
The model will contribute a lot.
Not just specifically focusing on the female principal, but female leaders in a whole, and that speaks to the stereotypes that are out there, and how do we deal with those stereotypes? Because if you think about it, the teachers that we are speaking about, they come from these communities that hold those stereotypes, including the school children themselves.
I have many recommendations, only that my supervisor will tell me. I'm afraid maybe he's watching. He will say, now it's like you're a doctor. You don't want to wait. Let me wait a bit. I'm going to explain more about my PhD.
Please tell your supervisor that you are more valuable to us alive. So he or she must make sure that you remain alive and we get to share your PhD once you have graduated with the rest of the country and probably the continent as well.
I can't hear you.
Okay, no, congratulations anyway, Principal, and all the best. And we look forward to reading that dissertation and hopefully have you back on the show and have more conversations around the recommendations that you've made. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. What is key, regardless of all the challenges that we are having, the child is important. Quality teaching is important. Let us make it a point that we teach these learners and we prepare them for future. That is key. Regardless of all the challenges, we can't continue to complain. Every time when we talk, we complain. Even though we have challenges, let us do our work. Everybody must do the work. SMT do the work, teachers do the work, and the department will be doing the work so that South Africa can remain and continue being the best. South Africa is the best and Africa is agreeing.
Thank you so much, there, Principal Sinyosi, and all the best with the school as well. And as I've said, that we look forward to having a conversation with you. Let's move over to this story, which